This is your boy B from In the Loop Sports.
It's your man, Ace Boogie right here.
Yes, sir. We got an action-packed show lined up for you. We're going to be speaking about the Nets. We also going to be speaking about that All-Star game. We're going to ask Ace if he think it should be going down. Then we're going to ask him to get into the minds of a LeBron. And also I'm going to ask him to get into the mind of Durant. And we're going to ask him who he would pick on the team if he had the choice to pick people. And then last, we both going to mention our top play that we remember from Michael Jordan. Yes, sir. Because you know, we was around when Jordan was playing, so we remember a lot of his stuff.
That's the golden era of basketball, man. Yes, you know, definitely good times right there, MJ.
Yes, sir. But before we get into that, you know, we had a guy who lost his life earlier yesterday, and he was a very influential person out there on Long Island. We had him on the show a couple times. You know, after we play this video, I'm sure you're gonna get into a couple stories about him and how you met him. And you know what he meant to you.
Definitely. You already know, man. RP Monster Mook, man. Very good dude. Stand up Long Island.
Yes, sir. So peep this man's video right here. We just paying some homage to him. Check it out.
I'm hustling 100 miles an hour. Plus I get respect, money and a power. I'm hustling 100 miles an hour. Plus I get respect, money and a power. I'm hustling 100 miles an hour. Plus I get respect, money and a power. I'm hustling 100 miles an hour. Plus I get respect, money and a power.
Hustling, ooh, for my family. There ain't nothing I won't do to make sure we.
Hustling 100 miles an hour. Plus I get respect, money and a power. 100 bricks of powder, pounds of the dower. How could I lose something light? I make it shower. We cooking birds, but the batter ain't a flower. What you smoke is quiet, what I sell is louder. Bigger fish to fry, caught me a flower.
Hey.
L-I-M-Y, I'm a Long Island sounder. I don't fuck with him, he's an out-of-towner. I let her do her thing, you the type to hound her. I beat it up and pound her to get the fuck from round her. You try and down her, thank the Lord that you found her. Sucker for love, she the one who hound me. You buy everything, but baby girl trick on me. It's sick to see a nigga who can't keep his hoes in check. I'm out for money, power, and respect. I'm hustling 100 miles an hour. Plus I get respect, money and a power.
Sure, hey, what up, big boy?
100 miles an hour. Plus I get respect, money and a power. I'm hustling 100 miles an hour. Plus I get respect, money and a power. I'm hustling 100 miles an hour. Plus I get respect, money and a power.
Hustling,
Nasty Road, Babylon, talk about that.
That was my spot back in the day. In and out.
Yeah, the big G to come through there. Family first.
I'm hustling for the love of family.
Talk to him.
Hey, we open 24 hours almost, man. Open man early.
Yes, sir. RP Move Diamond.
I go to sleep and wake up with money on my mind. Over time, give them no choice but to respect the grind. These niggas out here stunting, catching Instagram likes. My nigga, I'm out here really doing this in real life. But it's back to the basics. Bars beats basements, Air Force Asics, and niggas catching facelifts. I came up in the Avarex era. Champion cone hat,
yes, sir.
Pelly leather. You know New York niggas rock Timbs in any weather. Everybody a hustler. To a hustler, step in the room. Who you know can whip a whole brick and make it move. This is chestnut checkers, my nigga, make it move. Money, pound, respect to get that, you gotta pay your dues. Never take a day off, my nigga, we don't never snooze.
Hey.
Never panic, I'm a mechanic, I hit the tool. How you gonna be an OG and can't drop a jewel?
Hustling 100 miles an hour, plus I get respect.
Yes, sir. Tell them, let them know.
I'm hustling 100 miles an hour. Plus I get respect.
You already know that was a classic joint right there, man.
Yes, it was, man. That was a classic joint. That's a nice little collab with Mook, Brigade, Sean Hayes singing on the hook. You know what Sean Hayes on the hook, man? You know it's gonna be something real special.
You already
know.
know.
The melodies, you know what I'm saying? He got the melodies with him. And I like that, man. That was real hip hop, man. Real authentic hip hop 90s shit right there, man. You know, definitely R.B. Monster Mook. Shout out to Brigade. Shout out to the whole family first, man. Good dudes over there.
Yes, sir.
You know?
So how'd you meet Monster Mook, man?
Oh man, let me tell you how I met Mook, man. It was years ago. We was working at Mercy Hospital together. It's the early 2000s, like 02, 03, around that time. So you're talking almost 20 years ago. And you know, I always seen him in passing like before, but we actually got a chance to chop it up at the job and everything. We kicked it, you know what I mean? What's your name? Boom, boom, Dave, a word. Birthdays a day apart. We both had Terriers. Mine the 28th of November. His the 27th. We both born around the same time. I think he might have been a year younger than me. I'm not sure. He might have been either he was 80 or 81. So I'm not sure, but I know we definitely from that same era. We knew the same people from Hempstead. He had family out there. I knew Bell people. So it was just all love, man, when we first met. And every time we seen each other, man, it was always genuine, good dude, man, good vibes, never no funny shit. Not a shiesty dude, just laughing, ha, kiki, just a good dude, man. You know what I mean? He definitely gonna be missed. And you know, we had the pleasure of interviewing him countless times. He came on our show over there, Yak Radio. You know what I mean? How you feel about Mook? What was your thoughts on Mook, man? Like, what was your vibe when he was around?
Well, you know, I've met him a couple times. You know, he came to the show a couple times. We did a few interviews with him, and it's always good vibes, like you say. Certain people you catch feelings from, and you know, you go right off of those emotions and feelings. He's one of those people that seem like, you know, you can talk to. He wouldn't judge you or anything like that. He's just a real solid brother. It's crazy because everyone says the same thing when they put up, you know, R.I.P. Mook. Everyone right under his comments always say he's a solid dude. They say he's a real one. So, you know, you got to go with that, man.
Nah, he definitely was a real one. You know, he had love all over the island. You know, he can go anywhere, any town. Everyone loved Mook. You know what I mean? He even took his shit. People loved him in the boroughs, man. Queens, Brooklyn. He was well known. You know, it's crazy. My man sent me a picture that Capone posted a picture of him today from Capone and Noriega. You know what I'm saying? So Mook definitely was in that loop. You know, him and Prodigy was tight. R.P. Prodigy. But he, you know, everybody knew Mook, man. You know, he was, like I said, he's a very good dude. Always loved, man. You know, we seen him at when he was in Brooklyn with at DJ Magic Car Show.
I remember.
He was there. You know what I mean? So, you know, chopped it up with him, kicked it with him. He had the vehicle. He had his vehicle out there. You know, he's into those cars and everything. But it just hurt me, man. When I saw him scrolling on my timeline last night, I just see Mook. I just couldn't believe it. Like, shit just dropped. Like, damn, not Mook, man. Not Mook. Young dude. It's crazy, bro.
Definitely make you take your own life serious. Like you said, he was just a year younger than you. You know, and we getting of that age where you're starting to see more people pass away. So it's serious, man. You have to take your health serious.
I definitely did. Hardy passed away. Oh, yeah, a heart attack.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah. Heard it was a heart attack. I'm like, damn, not the homie Mook, man. You know, he ain't the feeling, man. He had kids, you know, he's married. He's doing the right thing. You know?
Yeah, so his son looked just like him too, man. I saw him putting on. I was like, that's Mini Mook right there, man.
Just like him, yo. Just like him. You know, he did his act. He did his acting thing. You know, he was gonna hit Web Series, Professional Chiller, him and his cousin Arliss. You know what I mean? Shout out to Arliss Michaels, to the whole family face click over there. You know, they some good dudes. I know they going through it right now, man. They hurt right now. You know, Mook was he was the face of that whole movement. You know, that whole family face move. He was the face of it. The whole family face movement. You thought of it, you thought of Mook. You know, repping clothes, you know, he put on the mic, dropped countless records and everything, mixtapes. He's out here grinding. He's definitely grinding, man. He led a good life, you know.
Exactly. All right, so you know, rest in peace, Mook. And I guess we got to get on to the actual show, man. And the first thing I guess we want to speak about is your team, the Brooklyn Nets, and they had a big win on the 18th. What was that, yesterday? And they beat the Lakers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I want to get your opinion on that.
The world champs.
Exactly. So I want to get your opinion on that, and also give us your outlook on what you think the Brooklyn Nets are going to do this year.
Let me tell you something. This might surprise you.
Mhm.
This might surprise you.
James Harden
I'm very happy
doing
about
average
the
more
game.
since
I'm
coming
excited.
over from Houston to Brooklyn.
Mhm.
But we got to pump the brakes.
Why you say that?
This team ain't reached no adversity yet. You know, listen, they're in a nice 5-game winning streak.
Mhm.
You know, they got their ass bust by the Pistons last week. You know, I think
Yeah.
that's the reality check for them. It's a game that they should have won, but they got blown out.
Mhm.
You know, so the next game was against the Indiana Pacers at home. And they
Mhm.
just straight up blew the Pacers out. Trounced them.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, easy work. So then they went
Mhm.
on. Then now they're on the West Coast trip, on a 5-game West Coast trip, and they won their first 4 games. And now, you know, going into the West Coast trip, I said we have to go 4-1 or 5-0. I'm not setting for nothing less. And right now we're 4-1. I mean, we're 4-0. We play our last game Sunday night against the Clippers at the Staples Center. That's gonna be a tough game because we already beat them when they came to the Barclays 2 weeks ago. Now they coming for blood. They're getting a rematch. So I think it's a game that we could win, so we can finish 5-0 on this West Coast trip. But getting back to last night, big game last night. Everybody thought this was They said this was a possible finals preview of the Lakers and the Nets. And I like what I saw last night. Granted, Anthony Davis didn't play. Dennis Schroeder didn't play. But we also didn't have a big gun in Kevin Durant.
Exactly.
So Kyrie went out there and handled business. Harden, he's just been a god since he came to Brooklyn. He's averaging 24 points a game, 11 assists. He's averaging double-double. You know, he's getting about 6-7 rebounds a game. You know, he's shooting over 50%. He's shooting the 3-ball good. He's just been a leader, a floor general on the court. So I'm liking everything I see. I like our chances to come out the East. I really do. But like I said, we haven't reached no adversity yet. So we got to see how I get when it come down to crunch time, those key moments, those key plays. Are they going to be able to handle the business when it's time to handle business? They got a neophyte coach in Steve Nash who never did it before. But we got D'Antoni backing them up. I'm not the biggest D'Antoni fan, but right now they're making things work. Yeah, you know, I don't really rock with D'Antoni. But right now they're making it work. And this team right now is definitely clicking on cylinders. I definitely like our chance to come out the East. The only team that I see getting in our way are the 76ers. Boston don't scare me. Miami doesn't scare me. The Bucks don't scare me. And Toronto don't scare me. Even Toronto did this last week, they don't scare me though. You know, I'm not worried about them. The only team I'm really worried about is Philly because they got 3 All-Stars over there too, potentially All-Stars over there. Embiid is the All-Star. He's starting. Chris Simmons looks like he's going to be an All-Star. And a Long Island local product, is having a career year in Tobias Harris.
Exactly.
So, you know, he's a 50, 40, 90 guy right now. That means, for I don't know, that means he's shooting 50% from the field, 40% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line. So he may be an all-star. He's having a hell of a season. He's averaging over 20 points a game. Different times with Tobias Harris. But like I said, that's the only team I see. That's the only team I see that can get in our way. I think we can beat them. You know, Embiid is going to be a force to be reckoned with. If we don't get a big body to handle Embiid, we're going to be in trouble. But when we got 3 studs that we got, and Harden, Durant, and Kyrie, when the brothers is clicking.
Exactly. So I got to ask you, as a Brooklyn fan, who do you expect to have the ball in the last, let's say, 3 minutes of the game to take that shot?
That's a tough one. I think it has to be Durant because he is the most efficient. He can just get buckets like it's nothing. I mean, they all can get their own shot anytime they want. And we seen that. Like, we saw 2 nights ago when the Nets was in Phoenix. They was down by 24 points. And they came back. We down by 1 point with 35 seconds left. Harden got the Durant didn't play. Irvin didn't play either. We down by 1 point. Harden got the rock in his hand. He just bring it up, pull up for the 3, whack, put us up by 2. He went for 2 for 1. You know what I'm saying? He went for the 2 for 1. But he put us up by 2 points. That was our first lead the whole game.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Harden, he could bring us home. Irvin could bring us home. Durant could bring us home. That's why they call it scary hours, man. It's gonna be real scary for the rest of the league, man. You know what I'm saying? But get back to your question. I'd rather have it in Durant hands, to be honest.
Rather have it with Durant.
Yeah, I'd rather have it in Durant hands. What would you say? Who do you think should get that last shot if it come down to it? Push
It's like you said, I think Durant, because Durant is Kyrie. He's one of my favorite players. However, we already mentioned Kyrie can shoot you out the game when he's not on.
Oh man,
and he's gonna keep shooting. Harden, he hasn't stepped up yet in the playoffs, so we don't know how he's gonna do. And Durant is already proven. So that's exactly who I would go with. The only thing is we got to keep Durant on the court.
Right. That's the thing.
You don't want him getting hurt.
Nah, you don't. And right now he's fighting a nagging injury, which is a hamstring injury. So hopefully, like I said, we get that man back on the court, man, and get back to doing what we do. They've only played 7 games together in total, in total. And right now their record is 5-2, which isn't bad. That's not enough for that all day.
Not exactly. Me too.
They look good, man. They look good, dude.
Yeah, they do.
I definitely like what I see. I definitely like what I see.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Now we're about to make that transition to talk about the NBA All-Star game, the 2021 All-Star game. Where's it going on and what's the date? You got those stats or not?
Yes, sir. Well, the game is taking place March 7th in Atlanta. At the State Farm Financial Center. That's where the Hawks play. It's taking place, like I said, March 7th. It's going to be on a Sunday, 8 o'clock. And they're still going through the festivities, of the 3-point shootout contest, the dunk contest, and the skills challenge. We don't know who's going to be in it yet, but they're still going through with it. They're going to do the All-Star game during at halftime. And then they're going to have the 3-point contest and the skill challenge before the game. So they're doing everything in one day. It won't be a whole weekend. We all know that COVID's going on. The mayor of Atlanta said this is not it's not going to be a party city like in the previous years. Do not travel here to Atlanta. It's not going down like that. They're not going to have fans in the crowd like that. Yeah, I think it's limited fans. It's limited crowd members. They're going to invite people from HBCU to be in the crowd. People who got vaccinated to be in the crowd. They say them hold about 20,000. I think they're only gonna have about maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people in the crowd, which is fine. Like the mayor said, don't come in thinking it's gonna be a party city. We're not going for it. We all know Atlanta's a little black Hollywood. They give it up out there. They out there partying, no mask on, like ain't the pandemic going on.
Exactly.
I see people in the clubs out there. I see shit on social media how they out there moving.
Right.
But how you feel about the All-Star? Do you think they should have it? What's your thoughts on that?
I'm all for it happening, but as long as they make it, where they're responsible.
Right.
They have to be responsible about it. I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists who think that COVID-19 isn't a real thing. I think that, it's happening, and I think it's definitely affecting our black neighborhoods more than it's affecting every other place. So like that, the mayor say out there in Atlanta, I believe that they were one of the first major cities to open back up, right? And then they had a major backlash where they got a whole bunch of cases. So they're not trying to get themselves in trouble. It's actually funny that you mentioned that because we had a similar situation in San Antonio with Canelo Alvarez fought. So he fought at the Alamo Dome. And the people out there, they were saying that, they couldn't get there. They was like, basically the people in San Antonio was being held hostage. They couldn't do anything. But yet and still, they let Canelo Alvarez come out there and pack a stadium with like 10,000 people.
Damn.
And it was supposed to be social distancing.
Yeah. But you gotta realize they had it's a 10% capacity. You realize that stadium hold like 150,000.
Yeah, it do like 90 around there, exactly.
Yeah, it's like 100,000 stadium hold. So 10,000 people, 10%. So I guess that's fair,
But the issue is that
10,000 people is a lot of people.
Exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, but I'm saying the issue out there in San Antonio is that they weren't allowing any other live events to take place. But since they knew it was Canelo Alvarez and he was going to come out there and draw a lot of money for the city, that's when they uplifted some of the protocols that they had. So people was angry about that. And I could see the same thing happening out there in Atlanta. Like, will you explain it? Just because I wanted to bring money to the city, but yet and still we found out that it was a super spreader event later on.
Yeah, listen. I just hope everybody out there protect themselves, do the right thing, wear your mask, social distance. Like the mayor said, man, like the mayor Keisha said, don't come out there thinking it's a party city. Ain't no events going on like that. Ain't no big parties.
Yep.
You know, so I hope they do the right thing, B. You know?
That's I mean, it's the responsible thing to do.
It is, exactly. We're still in the midst of a pandemic. It's not over. Keep it safe.
Exactly.
You know? Keep it safe. But I'm all for it. You know, a lot of the players wasn't in favor of it. Like LeBron James spoke out about it. The Greek Freak spoke out about it. Kawhi Leonard saying that we shouldn't be having an All-Star game. You know, the players don't want to have it. You know, but the fans want to see it. I want to see it.
Of course, I always want to see. I want to see the dunk contest, the 3-point contest, the skills challenge. I want to see all of that.
Right.
So I want to see it. But if it's if it's going to save lives, then I'll put my selfish needs away for the second. You know, just to save lives. But that's just how I look at it. You know, some people may look at it differently. You know, but it looks like it's going to happen. And if you were one of, if you were one of the stars, LeBron, or what's the name? What's my man Harden? Who else is it? If you was LeBron, one of the captains, and Durant, who would you pick?
Well, if I'm Durant, I got to pick Irving first.
Okay, that's your teammate. Of course.
Got to pick Irving first. If I'm Durant, I'll probably go pick Curry. You know, I probably pick Curry first. If I'm Durant. I mean, if I'm LeBron, you know, I'll probably go with Curry. You know, match it up, guard for a guard. You need that snipe out there. So I'll probably go with Curry. And it's gonna be tough to see who Durant pick next. You know, he may go with Embiid. He may go with Bill. He may go with the Joker. He may go with Kawhi. It's gonna be interesting. You know,
you can't go wrong with none of them, man.
Nah, you can't go wrong with none of them, man. You definitely can't. Let me ask you this: you think the All-Star starters? You think they got it right with the starters?
I think so. Fairly. Who they got? Let's see. I got the screen up. Who we got as the starters? All right, read them off.
Well, in the West, we got Luka and Curry in the backcourt.
Yeah.
And in the front court, we got LeBron, Jokic, and Kawhi. I got an issue with this.
What's your issue, man?
I got an issue. I can understand Curry making a team starting, but I think Dame Lillard should have got the other starting guard spot over Luka.
What?
I think so. I think so. Dame time is putting up numbers, B. Dame time is doing his thing, man. So I think Dame Lillard should have got that starting nod over Luka.
Hate to cut you off. I just saw what he did to the Pelicans last game, man. Oh my God, he was destroying them.
Who Dame?
Yeah, you saw it?
Yeah.
You couldn't do nothing with him, man.
You can't. He's a triple threat.
I didn't know you could shoot like that, man. Every three he was throwing up was going in.
That boy lights out, man. He lights out. He carried 50 last year, man.
I just don't like the fact that he came at my man Shaq with them raps, man. I like that.
Yeah, I know. He's the best rapper. He's the best rapper. Nah,
he is. I think so. He better than Kobe.
Yeah, nah. It's just album fire. I heard. I ain't listening to about everybody who did. They said he got some shit up there. You know, he a West Coast cat. You know, he from the Bay Area.
Yeah, he sound like it too.
You know,
he sound like it. Who the rest of your starters? Who else? What else don't you agree with?
So I think Dame should have got that nod over Luka. Okay. And in the East, we got Bill, Irvin, Durant, Embiid, and the Greek Freak. This is a little wishy-washy. The front court got it on smash. Durant deserved it. Greek Freak deserved it. And so did Embiid. Now the backcourt is a little wishy-washy. I'm Brooklyn, so you know I'm going with Irving. You know what I mean? Irving got the nod for me too. But instead of Bill, I went with Harden. Got to go with the Bill.
You had 3 nets on there, man.
That's a fact. Man, shit. I voted. When we were able to vote 3 weeks ago, I voted.
Who you vote for?
And my starting 5 was all Brooklyn Cats, man. know what I mean? It was DeAndre Jordan, Jeff Green, Uncle Jeff, Durant, Harden, Westbrook. That's my starting five, man. You know what I mean?
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
I was doing some funny shit. I was being goofy. But that was my starting five, man. I got the real Brooklyn, man, all day.
I hear you.
That was my starting five. Nah, on some real shit, I like Bill. Bill's the leading scorer. He's averaging 35 points a game. He's definitely putting on, doing this thing. His team is in last place, though. I know you can always go by that. Bill's a hell of a talent, but I would have definitely went with the bid. That was my starting backcourt. Granted, he had the only thing about, I think, what not Harden for not starting was he had a small sample size in the East. He's only been here for it's been a month now since he's been here. So he's played 14 games. So that's a small sample size. So that's probably why he didn't get that starting 9 over Bill. But I would with my man Harden, man.
He definitely deserved to be on the team. You know, he did.
He gonna make it. He gonna
just off his career alone.
He's a reserve. They're gonna announce the reserves on Tuesday. So next episode, next week, we're going to talk about that, about who got snubbed, who made it, who shouldn't have made it. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be snubs out there who that should have made the team. So we're gonna talk about that next week. But this week we talking about the starters. And I got to go to bed, man. Who you got? Who you think should have been starting in the East?
Nah, I agree with the list, man. You know, I agree with you with Dame on the West. You know what I mean? He definitely should have got that starting position. He's definitely one of the best guards in the league. And
you think Dame should have got it with Luka or got it with Curry?
Luka, not Curry, putting up top 5 stats this year, man. He destroying them, yo.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
He killing them.
But also in the East, I think Westbrook. But again, you know, he just came over here, man. You know what I mean?
Harden.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, but you know, just off the fact that he's been putting it down for the last 5 years, he's been one of the top players in the league. You supposed to get that just off of GP, man.
Exactly. Come on, man. Come on.
We see people who've been injured most of the year come and start for the. Well, that's when the fans was picking it, right?
Fans were right, but the fans did it too this year. They broke it up. So it started last season where the fans, 50% of the fans vote counted, and then they did the coaches and the media who could done the 50%. So that's how they did it. That's how they've been doing it for the past 2 seasons.
Gotcha.
But I think Harden should have got that 9. I like Bill though. I always like Bradley Bill. You know, that man is a hell of a talent. He's just a scoring machine. He's just in a shitty situation out there in Washington. For some reason, him and Westbrook can't seem to get it together. I don't know why not, but
who do get along with Westbrook?
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
Yeah, another one of the West Coast cats that be acting weird, man.
Oh man,
He from Compton or something like that, right?
He from LA. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's from Compton, but he's definitely from Los Angeles.
Yeah, some of the West Coast cats acting funny, man. I don't understand them sometimes.
Yeah, they got a lot of shit with them. They definitely do. They definitely do. It's crazy, they keep it the same format with the Allstar game.
Okay.
With the first 3 quarters and everything, and then with the elam for the final quarter, where you got to get to a certain amount of points, to get the winner. So that makes it more competitive. And we saw last year the All-Star game, it was very competitive going down to the wire with those last few minutes. That last possession. I think LeBron team LeBron won last year. Davis in the free throw, right? Did they win? Did Davis hit the free throw? He hit the game winning free throw, right?
I forgot what it was, but it was definitely something.
It was competitive. Which
city was it? Now it was like 3 years ago when it was in New York, right?
Yeah, 3 years ago in New York. I think last year they were in where were they at last year for the All-Star game? I have to find that out and see. Where were they last year?
I'm checking it out. Yeah. But I guess the next topic we go into is LeBron, man. LeBron has some historic stats, brother. You want to read those off to us?
Yo, LeBron, this man just keep climbing the ladder of success when it comes to the NBA, and he just piling on to his level of greatness. He eclipsed 35,000 points last night against the Nets for all-time scoring. He's now 3rd on the all-time scoring list, only behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and the mailman Karl Malone. He passed Kobe, he passed Jordan. LeBron is just putting up numbers, man. I mean, year 18 in the league, he still got about another 2 years left in him to break Kareem record. You know, they say he got to average 27 points a game for the next 2 seasons to get that feat. I think he's gonna get it. When we stay healthy, LeBron gonna get it. He's gonna get it. But it's all said and done, he's gonna walk away the all-time leading scorer. And you know, it's crazy. He's the first person ever to reach 35,000 points, 9,000 rebounds, and 9,000 assists for their career. This man about to have a triple-double for his career. It's unheard of, man.
Nah, you're right.
It's unheard of. You don't see shit like this happening. Jordan didn't even clip that.
Exactly.
You know, no one eclipsed this. So for LeBron to do this is just stacking on to his GOAT status and the GOAT conversation. Will he ever be the GOAT in some people's eyes? That's remains to be seen. Like what?
Like fossils in museums.
Shout out to who?
Like fossils in museums. Shout out to my man, Murder Book, man. You already know.
You know, but it remains to be seen will he ever get that GOAT status. Some people's eyes, you know, he'll never be MJ. And some people's eyes, MJ will never be LeBron. You know, it's the debate that's gonna go on forever. But shout out to LeBron, man, for definitely getting that feat, man. What's your thoughts on LeBron, man? You know, just continue to climb the ladder of success that he's climbing.
Listen, you already know how I went back and forth with LeBron. LeBron was never really one of my favorite players,
right.
Especially coming out of the you know, when he first came into the league. I was like, who this guy they putting all this respect on? He ain't even doing anything yet. And I was one of those people that was mad. He calling himself King James, and he never even won anything yet. So I'm like, what you think of? Remember how I used to felt about LeBron?
I remember.
But then when he came back to Cleveland, and him and Kyrie Irving went out there and they won that championship, that's when I really started paying LeBron's game a whole lot. You know, I looked at it a lot more, and I developed a whole lot of respect for that brother. And it was that year when Kyrie Irving got hurt, and he was out there doing everything that he could.
Yeah,
and people were still shitting on LeBron. I'm like, how can you shit on this guy? Look at the stats he putting up by himself.
Talking about that finals, right? That first finals they lost when everyone was hurt. It's crazy. Yeah. He was killing so much in the finals that year that they was actually considered giving him the MVP, and they was a losing team.
Exactly.
Because nobody at Golden State put on like that. You know, Curry didn't have a big series. Clay didn't have a big series.
Exactly.
So they ended up giving him to Iguodala.
Exactly. Like Iguodala was going in. He was playing that D that year.
Yeah, he went in. They were just too much firepower for Cleveland that year, man. You know, Love, he was hurt. Kyrie Irving got hurt, so LeBron was just a pretty man. He's pretty much out there on the island by himself. But,
exactly.
That man, he just continues to build on his legacy. You know, this man don't take no games off. He's played every game this season.
Exactly.
He's not taking any rest.
Exactly.
You know,
he the Cal Ripken in basketball, man.
Yeah, pretty much Iron Man, right? They call him.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's crazy.
He ain't hurt. And he play physical. Ain't like he out there playing soft. People be beating LeBron up.
Oh man, he don't get the calls like that either. He don't get those calls like that. You got LeBron, man. Something wrong with you. You know, you hating on that man, you definitely got an issue. You got an issue, hit the tissue. You know what I mean? Hit the tissue, issue. You know?
Nah, I hear you, man. You definitely right, man. You definitely right. So this is gonna bring us to one of our favorite sections. And growing up, neither one of us were that much of fans of Jordan.
No.
You was a Knicks fan. I grew up a Nets fan. You know, I like Kenny Anderson. Derek Coleman was always my best player coming up. Jordan was never really my guy like that. As a Knicks fan, how do you feel about Jordan? Well, growing up,
Knicks fan. Yeah, right. Because I'm not a Knicks fan no more. I have no relationship with the Knicks right now. I don't fuck with the Knicks at all. All right, that's clear. I don't fuck with the Knicks at all. It is Brooklyn Nets all day. All right, I don't fuck with the Knicks. I'm down with 718, not 212. You know what I mean?
I hear you, bro.
But back in the day, I was a Knicks fan. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
I was a Knicks fan back in the day. Patrick Ewing was my favorite player.
Facts.
And like you said, Jordan used to just torch the Knicks. And I couldn't stand that bullheaded motherfucker. But you know, as you get older, you know, you lose your grudge and you just appreciate how great that man was. I knew he was great back in the day. We all knew Jordan was great back in the day.
Exactly.
But now just seeing, you know, you see the clips on IG and you know the whole documentaries about him, or the Last Dance, and you know just everything that you see about Michael Jordan. You know, the sneakers, his stature, the swag. He just was just that dude. And he, to me, he's the GOAT. It was nothing that man didn't do on the court. Ain't that nothing that he couldn't do. You know, he dunked on you, cross you over, fade away. He did it all. Mike was the guy. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. You know, he fathered a lot of these dudes' style, man. He fathered their style. Kobe, LeBron, T-Mac, Vince, they all wanted to be like Mike. But you know, the play that resonates with me, man, when I think of Michael Jordan, man, was in the playoffs that year. He's playing against the Knicks. And I was the Knicks fan. Where he had Oakley and Starks on a baseline, spent on Oakley and Starks, dunked on you on baseline, and then screamed on him after that.
You're right. You're right.
And that's just I'll never forget, yo. I was like, yo, damn, man, this fucking Jordan, yo. He just always broke the Knicks' heart, whether it was the double nickel. The Knicks could never beat him in the playoffs. He went 6-0 in the finals.
Yeah.
You know, you got to take care of Jordan, man. You know, he turned 58 years old 2 days ago. You got to take care of that man. You know, shout out to MJ. How you feel about what's the first thing that resonates with you when you see when you hear Jordan his playing days back in the day?
Well, if you remember, I always liked the Nets, and you know, I ain't like what he used to do to the Nets either. So he definitely wasn't my favorite player. But when I really started respecting Jordan is during that Portland game when he couldn't miss. What did he do? He was like this. Everything he was throwing up was going in. You know? So to me, that's what really made me remember Jordan. I also remember the fadeaway because we were young when he was really dunking on everybody. That's still in the 80s. So we were like, you know, 10, 11 when that was happening. But when he came back, you know what, 96, 97, and 98. That was those years? 95, 96, 97.
95,
around
95.
That's when,
95.
Yeah, so that's when I really, really remembered him. I remember when the Magic eliminated him. I remember when he was, you know, the way he was feeling after that. And then he came back and just started dominating again, man.
Yo,
you know?
It's crazy.
And I always used to root for Rodman. Rodman used to always make me laugh. So
he came back fierce after that series against the Magic. He lost to the Magic. Yo, it's because I remember that, but I don't remember the next season. Yo, he swept the Magic the next year.
Yeah, he won't play in that next season, yo.
Shaq and Penny, he swept them. Like, yo, now he's like, yo, I got a training camp and a full season under my belt. Oh, it's on like popcorn.
You already know.
Jordan was the man on the mission that year, and he handled business for a second three-peat.
Exactly.
2 3-peats.
Exactly.
6-0 in the finals. That's up there. You know, we're gonna get into one of these topics one of these days on the show, man. We back in live in full effect, man. So we back at it. Me and my family be live. We back on it, man. We not playing with it. Stop playing with the numbers. Y'all know the logo. I mean, y'all know the saying. Stop playing with the numbers. We on it. Now we back full effect. We're gonna get into that debate, man. That age-old debate. That's gonna be on debate. That's gonna be a debate for years and years to come. Who's the GOAT, Jordan or LeBron? We ain't gonna get to it right now. We ain't gonna spoil y'all. So we're gonna get into another time, but
you already know.
That's gonna be the age-old debate for years and years to come, man. Especially after when LeBron retire. We see his numbers in totality. And we already know Jordan numbers and rings and everything. So we get into that one of these episodes, man. It's gonna be a fun-packed show, man, that we're gonna be giving y'all every day. I mean, every week. You know, once a week, talking about any and everything when it comes to sports. You know what I mean? All sports, boxing, baseball, football, basketball, whatever. We're gonna talk about real shit that's going on. We're gonna give it to you how we give it to y'all on the show, man. We're gonna look radio. Exactly. Ain't nothing changed, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing changed.
Then we're gonna stream a live game when the show drop. When the new MLB the show drop, we're gonna stream a live game, and I'm gonna get at Dave, man. Last time we played, you beat me 2 games in a row. I don't put, you know, I didn't sleep well that night. So I got to come back and get you.
That's
yeah. Oh my Lord, man. That's the worst feeling in the world. Worst feeling in the world.
Nah, listen, man. Yo, you gave me this too. You know what I mean? You had me tight few nights too, man. I had to go back to the drawing board and release some players, man. Bring some new cats on the roster. That's how mad I was after you busted my ass a few times, man. Like, yo, nah, this shit ain't gonna work. I was tight, yo. But nah, we be going at it,
that's
man.
How they show it.
Yeah, man.
You get mad, want to go straight back to that drawing board, man.
Got to, man. We got to rearrange. You got to rearrange things, man, and reassess the situation. So, like you said, when the show drop, man, we definitely gonna be live streaming when that show drop. We gonna be on it, man. You know,
Yes,
it's
sir.
crazy. Let me tell you about this. I had a dream tonight, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break this down. I had a dream like, I was working out in my dream, doing push-ups and crunches and everything. And it's crazy. I woke up sore. My abdomen was sore
Well,
when I woke up. Yeah,
yeah.
I was sore for like 2 days. I'm like, yo, what the hell? How I wake up sore? But I remember working out in my dream. I was actually working out, doing push-ups, crunches and everything. And brother woke up sore. You know what I mean? So I told my wife
That's
about it.
crazy.
She was like, man, probably you woke up sore to me. What you doing in your dream? I ain't wake up sore. I said, I was working out. And she's like, man, bullshit, man. You probably at home humping the air. I said, come on, man. What do you mean humping the air? Come on, I was catching the cookie. Listen, you ain't
man.
cookie, I ain't do it.
Yeah, that's funny as
I
hell.
ain't do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny as hell.
Ain't no footage of that. But yeah, man, I woke up sore, man. I said, yo, that shit, I ain't never happened before, man. It's crazy how dreams can have you like that. I ain't no dream can have you like that, man. You knew that?
Yeah. Well, I think that maybe you was probably doing the actual physical moves, because sometimes I wake up kicking and punching,
right,
in my dreams, and Shorty tell me, she like, yo, you be in your sleep fighting. So maybe you actually was doing some moves, Probably wasn't a lot. Maybe you moved the wrong way,
right?
I'm sure your body was moving while you was having that dream, Ain't no Freddy Krueger stuff happening, man. I know that. I know that ain't real.
I bet I wake up bleeding and nothing like that.
That's what I'm saying. There's something else going on if that's happening. They say people do sleepwalk. They say it's real. People be sleepwalking, especially if you take those Ambiens. You ever took an Ambien?
Nah. You
take it's a controlled substance, man.
Really? You get sleep with that?
Well, I get, because I've always had sleep problems, but when I take those, I'm knocked out. But when I used to take them before and I didn't go to sleep, everybody would tell me that I wanted to start driving, going to the store and stuff like that. And you can't do that when you take that stuff,
Right,
I've even heard stories of people ordering. They take an Ambien and then they order mad stuff online, don't remember it. The stuff come to their house. It's crazy, man. So don't mess with the Ambiens, man. Yeah. Some weird stories.
I have problems sleeping, but I ain't fucking with that shit.
You take Advil PM anything, or you just do it natural?
Do it natural. I do it natural. I try not to put stuff in my body if I don't have to.
I hear you. That's a good way to have it, man. Yeah. But that was a good episode, man. We're gonna catch you next week. We got a lot of things to speak about next week.
Next week we're gonna talk about those. Next week we're gonna talk about the All-Star reserves. Like I said, I know a lot of people gonna be getting. There's gonna be some people getting snubbed, man. People having good seasons. Like I know Julius Randle's having a breakout season. Will he be an All-Star? We don't know. So I'm pretty sure games are gonna come up next week, either as a reserve or as a snub. We're gonna talk about it. We're definitely gonna talk about it.
Yep. So everybody tune in next week, man. To let the people know where they can get you at, man.
You can catch me on the gram, man. You know what it is. Ace Boogie 80, I'm up there. Follow your boy, holla at your boy. You in that loop, man. You know what I'm saying? In the loop. How can I get you?
I'm at In the Loop Films, man. If they don't know, it's the best time to learn now. Because like you said, we going hard. We not stepping back. We stepping at them on the political level. We stepping at them on the sports. And we may even get back into music, man. That remains to be seen. You may never know,
Never know. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Listen, man, people who already, want to come through and chop it up with us. So we're going to have, we're going to have some guests for y'all, too. We're going to get us up here. We're going to get some guests for y'all. We're going to get the insight and everything. People got things going on. They're like personal trainers, people with clothing brands. Like you said, we made difference to the artist again, We definitely on it, bro. We definitely on it. It's going to be a ride. Stop playing the numbers. Like my man Wavy Crockett said, told me earlier, man, said, yo, tell people bring a friend. You know what I'm saying? Bring a friend. I like that. Bring a friend. When you tune in, when you go watch us on the YouTube after this, if you ain't catch this live, bring a friend. Tell a friend. Go watch that YouTube, man. Get us on YouTube. Where YouTube at, B? How can they get us on YouTube?
It's In the Loop Films 2000, baby. In the Loop Radio 2000. Check on it there. We got everything you need, man. We get into police activity in the neighborhoods. Once all this stuff start opening up, I'm telling you, we're gonna be out there doing those interviews, man. Trying to be active in the community. That's what it's all about, man.
Right.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
You know, we do more than just sports, kid.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. We in the loop, man. We keep you in the loop. You know,
Exactly.
keep you in the loop, baby.
You know, we definitely doing more for a lot of the people in our neighborhood. This shirt right here, people think this is a Yankee shirt, but it ain't. You know what
I
I'm
like
saying? That's
that.
NASA. You understand? I got that straight from DC shop. You understand? DC got the whole new clothing line coming out. You saw it?
Yo, I'm liking what I see. I follow him on the gram, man. Shout out to DC, yo. Shout out to I Am Strong Allen. He got a lot of official apparel coming out. He got his own clothing brand, own logo. I like that cartoon with the bear on it. He's doing real big things out there, man. DC, he's a visionary. You know what I mean? When he put his mind in something, he be on it. You know what I'm saying? He be on it. So I'm just like I said, I got to go get one of those hoodies and some of those hats. And I got to get one of those pins too. I saw the pins that he got too.
Oh yeah, I saw him, the new joints, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm definitely on it, man. I got to go holler at these. I ain't seen the guard, the big OG in a minute. I definitely got to go holler at him, man. You know what I mean? I be checking out some of his lives with him and DJ Shuttle. Shout out DJ Shuttle. They doing their thing Saturdays afternoons out there, over there in Central Station. I see. I've been seeing them. I mean, they shout me out when I'm on a live. I mean, shout out to Ace and the Loop Bass. I definitely appreciate that. You know. So,
I already know. You know,
we're gonna get with them brothers too.
Every Saturday they out there. They doing it live, 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. over there in Freeport. No, that's Baldwin. I'm sorry. Yeah, Baldwin. They're gonna have guest DJs coming up there. You already know I'm doing some of the film work for them and producing some of the stuff for it. So just keep your eyes, man. Keep your eyes open, man. We out there. We out there, man. You know?
Fact.
Exactly. But Ace, I'm gonna check you next week, brother. You know?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna holler at you, man. We're gonna get them sticks tonight, man. What you doing?
Oh no, I ain't messing with it tonight, man. You know what I mean? I might. I've been playing for the last 2 days. You gonna be on?
I'll be on. If you on, I'll get on. I ain't played since I played you last week.
All right, cool. I played a couple games, man. You know, I think I lost 3-1 too. So
okay.
I think I'm back now. My timing is back, man.
All right. Let's go. Let's get it.
You know?
All
right, I'm gonna holler at you, man.
I'm gonna holler at you too, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah,
right. Baby. You just show the worth.
Legend.